Hello Flapjacks, I am Psy and welcome to another StarCraft 2 commentary. Your eyes do not deceive you once again. It is going to be myself. Why is my mouse button not working? Ah! Ah! There we go, that was really weird. I had the wrong configuration profile for my hotkeys. Anyway, it is going to be coLCatZ in the left as the red Zerg versus vilePsY in the right as the blue Zerg. Now, Katz and I kind of have a little, like, personal rivalry. I wouldn't say a competitive rivalry because we don't play each other a whole lot in any context. And he plays a lot more than me, and he's probably a better player than me. But I just don't like him. I don't know why. He came out accusing me of only posting wins against Root back when that was the thing. And I told him that's because whenever I play you guys, I only win. But look at my matchups against coLCatZ. I played coLCatZ like twice. I cast them both losses. And every time I play Cats, I just seem to beat him. And that's why I cast the games where he loses. And he's like, well, man, when you stream, like, you have to cast all of the games, you know? You have to, like, cast all of the games. And I'm like, well, this isn't streaming, Cats. This is YouTube. I can't cast all the games. Otherwise, people would be bored of my channel because so many games of StarCraft 2 are boring. He's like, well, I guess I didn't think about it like that. I mean, you got a point, but come on, man. Or something. I don't know. That's a terrible Cat's accent. But, like, he just rubs me the wrong way. Just his look. He's got this weird chin strap or something like that. I don't know. But, yeah, so we got that thing going on, and when I played this game, it was pretty funny seeing the reaction in his stream afterwards of like everything that went down. But I don't want to give any spoilers or anything. He was streaming at the time of this game. I did not stream cheat. It's not really my thing, and you're gonna notice a lot of things in this game that kind of reveal that I didn't stream cheat. But anyway, CVZ on Shattered Temple. Fun little rivalry, and this is actually a long game, so you guys should be proud that I'm casting this because I don't often cast long games because they are so hard on my voice and like it's hard to stay enthusiastic throughout the whole time. But I'm going to try to attempt it. As we can see here, we are on exactly the same builds. He needs to start his speed. There we go. I'm getting 6 slings, and what I like to do against Zerg is open up with about 10 lings. Force them to play a little bit defensive. You know, they usually only get like 4 to 6 lings. And then just go defensive myself, macro up, and, you know, maybe get a spine and force them to, like, maybe produce a Bailey Nest out of fear or a Roche Warren out of fear or something like that, or maybe just overproduce lings and try to get the upper hand economically that way. So it's kind of like over-aggression leading into a better early game because I know what I'm doing, but Katz doesn't really know how many units he needs to get to defend it or what he has to do, stuff like that. So here come my first 4 lings against his 2 lings. Looks like we both have taken an expansion. His a bit earlier than mine, about 10 in-game seconds, and I'm going to be welling away at the hatcheries. Now 4 lings on 4 lings. He's got a queen coming out though, so that's pretty smart because he actually has a second queen, so he can afford to bring this first queen out. The inject might be a little late once that queen finishes, but it's pretty much worth it. So now I've got 8 lings. How many lings does Katz have? He's got 8 as well. He's got a couple more on the way. And it looks like I'm going to be attacking into this group of lings. Now this is not good, one, because queens do a little bit more damage than lings, I'm pretty sure. And also, if you have any lings attacking a queen, you might as well just not count those queens, because the damage I did to this queen right now would be enough to kill like 3 Zerglings if you count the armor. So kind of a mistake right there, losing a little more units than I had to. I lost 2 more Zerglings than him, but not a game breaker, not a huge deal. And now he's going to be pressuring my expansion here. And this is one thing you have to be careful of. If you don't get your Baneling next in time and you do drone up instead of keeping on making lings, he can just counterattack, and he's just wailing away at this hatchery. Even more lings on the way. He's making 2 more. That inject finally going down. Nice timing right there. And I'm bringing in my queen and some lings. Am I going to be able to take out these lings? I've got my Baneling Nest almost finished. 12 more lings on the way. I'm kind of dancing around until my queen's able to get into the action. And now he's focusing down my queen. But again, a lot of lings dancing around, and these lings aren't actually doing a ton of damage to my queen. She does go down, but it was kind of a worthy sacrifice. She was able to do a lot of damage to stall for a bit, but this hatchery is still in danger. Trying to rally lings as frantically as I can. Here comes some more lings. And morphing 1 Baneling back there, and that's going to make a huge difference. He's going to have to watch his lings so carefully and not make any mistakes now that the Baneling's on the way. And still, we're both making lings. I am up on 2 Harvesters, though. That's actually a big deal when you're in this type of situation for so long. So 2 Harvesters. Now he has to worry about this Baneling, and he has to do the Ling dance, and See, he's trying to snipe it with a couple lings. I'm not going to let him. I'm just going to move those lings around, sniping 2 of his lings. Now, if we check out resources lost, he has killed 4 more lings than me, or I guess the queen. You have to consider the queen. Shut up, cat! And now he's still bringing on the pressure. 3 more drones, and oh, a Baneling able to crash into about 6 lings, and that's going to give me the edge up, it looks like. Cat's forced to run away with the remaining number of his lings, and he did drone up a little bit in the middle of all that. And so that's the advantage of attacking. Like, I think he might just be sending in more lings, but instead he's droning up, and I don't know if I'm free to drone up. Looks like I am getting 1 drone, and I have 1 Baneling. So now that I have a Baneling and a Spine, I'm safe against pretty much every number of lings possible. I just supply capped myself there. Oh my god, that's a giant supply cap. I'm 36 out of 36, and I'm just now getting an Overlord. That's not good. So it's 20 to 17 right now. I'm going to be pushing out. Maybe he's got some vulnerability here. Might as well go check. Speedlings are pretty damn fast. I don't know where the hell these lings are going, dancing around who knows where. And you know, if I were to get some Banelings right now, he would be so not ready for it. So you know, I don't know what coLCatZ is doing. He knows I have a Baneling nest, and he's not getting a Baneling nest of his own. If I were to warp in like 8 Banelings right now, he'd be completely fucked. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but now he's just now getting that Baneling nest. So really risky opener from coLCatZ. So I don't really know what that was. I guess he was just taking a risk that I wouldn't counterattack him. Now we got ling on ling going on here. I don't know who has the higher numbers. It looks like it's actually really even. I'm slightly ahead. I am going to eliminate the rest of his Zerglings. He's able to get away with 2 of them. No, but he's going to come back in and lose those lings. Not sure what that was all about. And now he's going to feel a little bit of pressure, so he's going to want to ling up, and that's going to allow me to even out the harvester count now 28 to 27. And as we can see, a lair on the way. All ready for myself. I'm running off of 1 gas. I'm getting a 2nd gas and a 3rd gas. Now this is risky because whenever you go lair or tech with this low number of drones, your mineral economy is going to suffer, and you really have to get something done with whatever tech you choose, whether it's like a roach burrow push or a mutas or infestors, something like that. So a bit of a risky maneuver, now taking my 4th gas as well. The single little Baneling. I cannot stress the importance of this single Baneling. I mean, if he's got like 20 lings and I only have this right here, I can defend that with this Baneling. It's actually surprising, but it's true. 1 drone going down. Nice little run by. coLCatZ is always good at slipping by with you know, lings and getting some damage done to your economy that way. He actually only kills 1. A little bit of a misclick there on that 2nd one. 10 more drones on the way. And if we look at coLCatZ and our harvesters, I am up by 1 harvester. I do have the tech lead Spire on the way. coLCatZ going for the roach route. It looks like evolution chamber and roach horn on the way, sending in some more lings. And if we check out the units, both of us playing a little bit greedy. I've only got 3 lings and 1 Baneling. He's got 8 lings. Oh, crashing that Baneling into a single ling. That was not good. He's got 8 lings and 2 Banelings. And again, getting him with some lings, harassing a bit. Might be smart to move my Spine right here so he can help reach that mineral line. Now running up into my main, he is going to get some free scouting information, and he is most definitely going to see that Spire. I'm sure he's assuming that that was a Spire. Not 100% sure, but let's see how he reacts to it. I do have a harvester lead here, 42 to 37 for a good time here. And an infestation pit on the way in kind of a strange location. I don't know why you would put that there instead of like maybe, I don't know, right here in between your bases or somewhere around here where it's much less vulnerable. But I don't know. Maybe he has a reason for that, to block off the route to his drone, something like that. Moving in once again with some lings, and he is actually morphing in a Baneling here. Thanks I don't see it. I don't know if that Baneling will actually finish, though. If it does, that'll be a huge blow. Oh, it's so close. Stab at the Baneling. Oh, barely able to kill it in time. I have to note that I did know the Baneling was there. I did not mean to make it that close to finishing. Now 8 mutas on the way. Harvester count 39 to 46. So coLCatZ taking the lead there. He has killed 4 harvesters, but part of that is because I'm churning out the mutas. I think I have 10 mutas on the way, plus 1 attack for my mutas, and plus 1 melee attack for my lings. Now Mutaling, surprisingly enough, is actually really good against infestors as long as you micro your units, because you know, if you clump up your lings, they're going to get caught by 1 fungal and get boned after the 2nd fungal. And if you clump up your mutas, they're pretty much, you know, dead. But if you manage them well, split them up, maybe only 3 or 4 mutas getting fungled at a time, it's actually a really good combination. It's incredibly strong. Mutas can always pick off Banelings that threaten Zerglings. They can pick off infestors that don't have any energy left. And it's just really good all around. However, coLCatZ does have Burrow, which is going to be great for the infestors. and that's really going to allow him to, you know, save infestors that would otherwise be killed, trying to bust down these rocks, but now retreating with those with those lings. And see, this is what I mean. The infestation pit in a ridiculous location. I don't know why he has it in this location, but it might get taken out here. He does have its pathogen glands. He's got one infestor here. I'm going to run in my lings. They don't have +1 yet, but they are going to be attacking down this. Oh, down goes the infestation pit. Another fungal going down on those mutas. I have lost 3 or so mutas. I need to pick off that infestor, but it's not going to happen. Not really sure if that was worth it. Losing a lot of mutas just to kill an infestation pit and a couple lings. I don't think I even killed that infestor. He's got a couple kills right there, but still continuing to rally. Cat's not able to go to his bread and butter strategy with 800 gas now because he has no infestation pit. Some infestors without burrow getting caught out of position. Going to pick off 1, going to pick off 2, and he's going to burrow the 3rd. Again, sacrificing mutas for infestors. I don't know if this is worth it or not. It's hard to tell at this point in the game, and his spore placement is pretty on top, and he's on top of things with his spore placement. So now he's sitting at 2 infestors, 5 more harvesters, but not as many lings, and my +1 on my lings and mutas has finished. So I've got a real tight game going here. 44 harvesters, not ideal on 2 bases at all, but I really want to keep up the pressure. I know he's overproducing spores. Here's a couple banelings that are going to get picked off, and now he's making 7 infestors. Holy cow, these infestors are going to be able to help a lot, but I don't want him to get those infestors, so I'm going to be sending in a ton of lings, +1 lings, sniping the banelings specifically with my mutas. Now going to get my mutas out of there so they're not going to be taking damage from those spores. Is he going to get the infestors out in time, and is he going to be able to get some good fungals? I need to keep on rallying units. More lings coming in. There go the infestors, picking off a couple of them. No, he is able to burrow, so some great burrow shenanigans from Cats. More lings swarming in. Looks like it will be able to get into the mineral line. Some infestors popping out, but the fungals not the greatest just because there's so many lings who knows where inside of his base. And tons of harvesters going down. 16 workers killed, 19 workers killed, 22, 26. Lots of workers, and this is the miracle of +1 lings. They're so darn good against, you know, really any composition. Infestors can be good, but if you're not really organized with them and you're not able to get some solid fungals, these lings will just wreak havoc everywhere. Now you can see I'm just rallying like crazy. The harvester count 22 to 38. Oh, in the meantime, Cat's dropping down tons of infested Terrans. Sorry, I missed that, you guys. Even burrowing with more, destroying my hatchery, and lots of drones. So 31 drones, 21 drones. Hard to say who's up in this battle right here. I really need an overseer to catch all these burrowed units that Cats has, and I really should have kept these lings down here to try to snipe those infestors. Big plays need to be made against infestors, you know. Especially when they're burrowing, you need like an overseer. There's the overseer, and is a +1 gonna finish? Oh, kill the evolution chamber Psy! Oh, he does kill it, and by he I mean myself. Oh, here come more infestors. Probably gonna be going into my main. He's got 2 in my main already. He's got a total of how many infestors? 9 infestors against 10 mutas and a handful of lings. I do have more harvesters, and I'm trying to retake that second base, but here come the infestors. My queen actually stabbed away at them for a little bit, but I don't know if I saw that. Ling's now running into the main. He's got a lot of spines, though. He should be just fine there. And here come the infested Terrans. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 spines, 3 of them out of position. Oh, that's so many infested Terrans. No +1 attack, though, and all my units have pulled out of his main. He's going to be shooting down a lot of drones. Going to try to focus down the lair, I presume. And my queen doesn't. No, what are you doing, bitch? Get out of there. Queen was attacking my spire for a second. I need to save this. I'm going to attack with my mutas because I need to save my lair. These guys have almost run out of time. Is it going to go down? No, 2 transfusions on the lair might just save it. Looks like it would have survived with 111 health. How much does transfusion here heal? Yeah, I would have survived with 11 health. And now I'm going to catch all of those infestors, all but 2 actually. And actually, I can probably see those for a split second with that overseer. So it's kind of funny because my poor injects led to my queen having more energy. And so I was able to inject and save it, strangely enough. So now we've got 29 harvesters to 16. Cats does have the infestor count, which allows him a lot of utility that can help in these kind of situations, especially when I've got so many mutas. I want to be careful not to bunch them. 15 mutas. And now I just really want to get my mineral economy going back up, and he's going to run in some lings. I am playing pretty defensive with my mutas. He's not even able to get one drone. These lings just kind of hanging out here, making sure he doesn't expand. I could use some overlord coverage, you know, maybe check out some hidden expansions right now. I don't know if I have speed or not. Do I? No, I do not have speed. But the main thing I want to do right now is prevent a second base from Cats, Drone up, oh my gosh, drone up, get your drones mining, and have good overseer coverage. I should be getting that speed as soon as possible. I really need that overseer coverage. His infestors just kind of chilling there. They're going to have to go all the way around again or go for my natural roach warren on the way. And notice I'm only sending in about 4 mutas. I don't want to risk... shut the fuck up, cat. I don't want to risk an infestor catching every single muta and turning the tide of the game just like that. It's 90 to 41. But you know, infestors, spores, and spines, I can't get a lot done. I am substantially ahead, but I'm still making lings. I am getting lings and +2 melee attack. I should really be getting more drones for my minerals. I'm running off of 2 base. I need to take a 3rd base. Let's bust down these rocks. Let's get a 3rd base. Let's keep some overseer right here. That's perfect. And you know, maybe once I take the gold, keep an overseer right here. And also have a nice overlord line over here, because I know Cats likes to do some infestor drops as well. So if we check out the units and stuff, I am ahead in that regard. 12 more drones, a lot more lings. All he's really got going for him are some banelings and infestors, but like I said, infestors are so damn resourceful, it's ridiculous. Let me bring up the name tab. There we go. Now you guys can see the food, and you might be wondering, well, Sai, your food is so high, why not just run in and fucking kill him? If you've ever faced infestors, you know that that's not really something that can happen. Throwing away a bunch of lings there as Cats repositions his defensive buildings to protect his hatchery. Nice placement right there, able to utilize that creep, pooping of the creep for that expansion. Mutas just kind of running around. Again, don't want to play too risky with the mutas. And I feel like at this point, when you've reached this number of infestors that you're playing against, you kind of need to get your own infestors to counter them, you know? And I have the gas for it. I actually have a lot of excess gas. There's the hatchery now going down there. Where are my overseers? I need overseer placement. That's really the only thing that's been keeping Cats in the game. Now he's going to move into my natural. Another great move by Cats. Looks like I don't know if he meant to do that. He's actually going to be running down. And will we see the infested Terrans pooping? We should momentarily. Is he going to choose to use infested Terrans? No, he's going to be going for fungals. 1 fungal, 2 fungal, killing so many drones. How many kills does this infestor have? 17 kills. Holy cow. So yeah, he's ruining my economy, staying in the game that way. It's now 24 to 24. I'm not really mining any minerals. I am able to catch this infestor, destroy it. But smartly enough, he kept 1 down there and 1 up here. He's going to be running over to the corner of my base once again. So we still got a single infestor in my base. I want to keep it that way. Ideally, I'd have 0, but you know, you can't always get that. This hatchery almost finished. I'm going to be transferring a lot of my drones to that, presumably. 24 to 25. Cat's now running off of his natural once again. Although his main is mined out. My main is mined out. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him bust down these rocks to try to work on a 3rd. But look at all these defenses, man. I don't know what I can do against that with any number of lings, especially with banelings, any number of roaches. I kind of just have to starve him out. Oh, and I am going to catch another infestor there. He's able to get 4 infested Terrans there. Not going to snipe anything, though. The mutas are going to come in and clean them up. But as I was saying, with this kind of defense, I need to try to starve Cats, prevent him from taking a 3rd. I already let him take his 2nd just because there wasn't a whole lot I can do about it. It's right next to his main. And, you know, macro up and, you know, get T3 maybe just get a bunch of infestors, maybe just max out and attack into him and then max out again. But I need something like that to happen. Actually losing an overseer there, and that's why I really, oh, I do have it. I really need that speed. Maybe he fungled it or something. 4 meters just kind of flying around, trying to bait some fungals. And still, not the greatest overseer placement. He can probably sneak on down here. He can definitely sneak in through here. I've got some roach spread going on here. And still, I need an overseer right here. There we go. There's that overseer cocoon. Burrowing these infestors past everything. Will I be able to see it? Yes, I can just barely see these infestors. He does see that overseer, but I've spotted them. You guys will not get away from me. He's going to unburrow, try to make the best of them. Gets a fungal and a couple of infested Terrans thrown down, but it's not going to do much against this force. More infested Terrans or infested infestors. And the overseer is going to catch them as well, so this is not boding well for Cats. And this is where you kind of realize, you know, mass infestor strategy, especially when you try to be offensive with them, it's kind of cheesy. It's not real reliable. I don't like it in ZVZ. I think it's dumb. you're really relying on your opponent to fail more than anything else. And you know, this kind of thing right here is really the best you're gonna get out of it. Oh, what is this? Some more lings. Is, you know, sneaking an infestor in and just kind of toying with your opponent by throwing down infested Terrans. But as you've seen this game, it's very easy to lose infestors when you try these kind of shenanigans. But I'm now running pretty nicely off my third. I've got 50 to 29 harvesters. He's got another infestor here. I don't know where he's going with this guy. Is he going to be throwing down some infestor Terrans down here? Or is he going to go for my natural? Looks like he's going to be going for my natural. And this guy's got 17 kills. He is an assassin. I'm going to be going towards his third base. How many infestors does he have? 16 infestors. 1 fungal going down. 2 fungals going down. And he's killing so many more drones. Looks like he killed 9 right there, forcing the cancellation of that hatchery, running up with tons of infestors. I'm just going to run back, and you got to be really careful about that, man. He is actually burrowing, so that's good. He can sneak up on my mutos there. Another overseer on the way. I cannot have too many overseers, man. I swear, this guy needs to be positioned about right here. Trying to retake his third once again. I've got pathogen glands on the way, and I figured, like, okay, I can't really attack with any number of units because he's got so many damn infestors. Let me get my own infestors. I've got so much goddamn gas, and that's because he's been killing all my mineral economy, not my gas economy, and I haven't been transferring my drones. So let me get my own infestors and, you know, just work on that. If he's got 20 infestors and I got like 5 infestors, it's actually not that lopsided because it only takes 3 fungals to kill an infestor. And it'd be really hard for him to manage that many. That made sense. I don't know. It made sense in my head. So I'm bringing out 8 infestors, 12 infestors. I'm taking a 4th base. I still want to deny his 3rd base. He should just be fungling these lings, not using infested Terrans. 2 fungals would have killed all these, but instead he's going to use some infested Terrans to shoo him away. So that was kind of a silly maneuver. I'm not sure why he did that. So far, he's had decent infestor control. Some roaches here on the other side of the brush waiting for some infestors to pop up. So once I spot them here, they won't be able to run away. And here they go, 6 more. What is he trying to accomplish? He knows I have the overseer placement, and this is just like, it's desperation, really. You need to drop them at least. You're not going to be able to fool me over and over just by burrowing them. And as we can see, my roaches are just going to automatically attack it. Down goes 1 infestor. Am I going to see these roaches? I hope I see the roaches. Right now I am focused up here. Oh, some mutas splitting around and killing some infestors, and this is exactly what I mean. He's got so much energy on these infestors. So many infested Terrans popping out here. It looks like I didn't see them, but I killed several up here. I need to be focusing on that 3rd base. Down goes my high-yield mineral patch, as well as every drone because they're being rallied over here. And although I had nice overseer placement, you can only rely on that so much. You have to rely on your eyeballs, too, to actually see where your units need to be. You need to be careful. Am I going to see this? I do see... Once again, I see... Oh, no. The infested Terrans, and I should have been running, but not keeping track. Looks like I am focusing on my 3rd base. So Katz pulling himself back into this game. What do we, oh, it's actually 178 to 96, so maybe not. 22 infestors for myself, 38 roaches, and I'm just going to go for it. Every single unit coming with. I need an overseer. Do I have an overseer? Yes, I do have an overseer. Spawning tons of infested Terrans with their +2 attack compared to Katz's +0 attack. So many of them. When you've got this many, you might as well rely on that. You don't need to just fungal stuff because you want to spend the energy as fast as you can. So many of them. But Katz with some nice fungals, weakening a lot of the roaches, killing some of the infested Terrans. 36 of them out on the field right now, losing some drones, trying to retreat with them. And these infestors still continuing to do so much damage. If only I had seen them with this overseer with my eyeballs, but it just didn't happen. Now I'm going to be moving on to his natural 158 to 105. If we look at the economy tab, we're both mining about the same amount. Beautiful fungals by Katz, but I'm not even going to worry about fungals. I'm just going to spawn tons more infested Terrans. That's really all you can do. You know, with this many roaches, fungals aren't going to do a whole lot compared to, you know, this number of infested Terrans. Now just attack moving in. Looks like I will be able to take out his natural. I don't think he has any additional forces. Lings up here need to be rallied down here. And the infestors look like they might be able to seal the deal. 5 more infestors on the way. 146 to 61. Frustration getting the best of me, and I'm just going to go attack command with a ton of infestors. He still got some up this hill, though. Roaches moving in, followed by lings, followed by infestors. Another beautiful fungal. Another nice fungal from Katz. I don't think it's going to be enough. 125. Losing a lot of units, though, but here comes some more infested Terrans. Again, with the +2 upgrades on the roaches and the infested Terrans. That should be enough. I should be fungling these infestors, actually, so they can't burrow, or at least bringing an overseer, but it looks like that's going to be it. Katz is going to lose the game. After he almost got back in it, man. I mean, this is really cheesy strategy, tactics to rely on, is infestor burrowing, but it works consistently because, you know, bad overseer placement, or they don't recognize when they see burrowed infestors like I did there. But man, I gotta say, after this game, I went into Cat's stream, I talked to him a little bit, and I listened to his analysis of it, and he was giving me a hard time. Katz was giving me a hard time about going Muta. Why do you go Muta on I don't remember what his accent is. Why do you go Muta when you have no defenses? And I had remember I had like that Baneling and 3 Lings against like 8 Lings. He only had 8 Lings, and he's giving me shit about not having proper defense. He had only Lings when he knew I had Banelings. I could have morphed in a couple Banelings and killed him earlier. And he's basically said, you went fast layer Aspire and you weren't protected against Mass Roach or something like that. I've never been Mass Roached in time. In that situation where I couldn't put up spines by scouting it, where I couldn't get my meters out in time, where I couldn't deal with it. So Cats, how about you just take your loss, just like you take it in the ass from your mother with a French vanilla ice cream. I don't even know what I'm saying. That was the worst diss ever. I hope he doesn't watch this because that was a terrible diss. All right, that's all. Bye.